going on, everyone? Welcome to the Unfiltered Information Podcast. I don't really remember what episode this is. It's been like a month or two since I did a podcast, but we're here. We got Doug here.
I'm happy to be here. Happy to be doing this.
I'm happy to have you. Dude, I'm happy to have anyone on. I love having people on. It's a highlight of my week whenever I do it, just talking for an hour or so. Obviously, we only have one microphone. We had two. We'll just get this out of the way now. We had two. We were trying to hook it up. Wasn't working out too great. But yeah, in the future we will have 2 to 3 microphones working. Getting a new laptop soon. I'm redoing a room in my basement, and we're gonna have a podcast from down there. So we'll have guests on much more frequently within the next month or two. That's gonna happen. Well, within the next 3 weeks, actually 2-3 weeks. Shouldn't say months. So just get that out of the way now. And yeah, we have one mic, so hopefully the audio picks up well.
I just thought of, Quavo, and he has a bar, only one mic in the booth. One mic.
One mic, mom.
If the Migos only need one mic, then we're good with one
It's
mic.
good enough for us, yeah, for sure. For sure.
There, so.
I just realized we got the same kind of color scheme going on here, too.
We do.
So that's what's up.
I'm repping Maine. I toured there, and I wasn't really feeling it, but... if that's your thing, being 5 hours away from civilization. Go for it.
You do you.
I'm sure they got 3 feet of snow right now.
Well, we're about to have 2 feet of snow.
Yeah.
I told you that.
Yeah.
I was telling Doug in the car on the way over here, we were talking, and freaking, I don't know why I said freaking, I sound like an old man. And we're about to get 25 inches of snow this week, so that's going to be absolutely crazy. Straight blizzard. Is that even a blizzard, or is that like a mega blizzard?
Counts as a blizzard.
It has to.
Mega blizzard?
Yeah, it has to be. We're going to have to make a new category for this shit. I mean, 25 inches of anything is crazy. Nonetheless, snow.
Winter storm. I don't know what to call it.
It's been a slow winter, though. We've only had one storm.
It's going to slam people.
Oh, yeah.
We've had that one light snowfall.
Yeah, it was nothing crazy.
Yeah, and this is just going to slam us. At least it's gonna set the mood for Christmas.
For sure. Oh, we'll still have snow left over by Christmas with 25 inches. Unless it all melts in a week or something, which is, I'm not seeing that happening.
You know what's crazy is that kids are no longer gonna have snow days going forward.
I asked my mom about that.
I didn't even think about it until someone said it to me, and I'm just like, that's true.
Wait, because of why?
Just because of how everyone's doing online classes.
Okay, I didn't know if you meant because global warming or something. You know, I didn't know if you were going down that tangent. Because I asked my mom the same question. I was like, did the kids get school off for the snowstorm? She was like, that's a good question. I don't know. And I was like, yeah. Because obviously some kids go in person still, and you can't have half the school in person, have the day off, and then have the other half of the school in class. That's mad weird.
Rest in peace to snow days, for real.
For real.
Sorry to the kids out there. Technology is just progressing. I bet last year at this time, if you were we can get elementary school kids to all be online on the Zoom session instead of coming to school, they would have been that couldn't happen.
Nah, that's 20 years in the future type of thing, but the future's here.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a more efficient way because it does obviously it really slows the spread of any disease or illness. So maybe it's more of an efficient way. I wonder if people are looking at it as do kids need an in-person visit in order to learn more things, or is over the computer good enough? Because I feel like for some kids, over the computer is good enough.
Yeah, that's a big question right now. I feel like we won't probably know the answer until maybe years from now
when we look back on it. Yeah.
When they can look at the test scores over time. I was gonna say something I forget, but
it happens. It's crazy. Yeah, shit's changed since even sick days now. You gotta be really sick to not go to school now. If you have strep throat, you can still go to school.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah. So kids are fucked.
They're gonna be I'm sick, and it's well, can you put on the camera?
Yep.
And it's oh.
Can you just have your mic off if you're coughing or something? Unless you got COVID, if you had a common cold, but normal, you would take the day off of school. Now you kind of have to go to school, and it's damn. Sucks for the parents too.
I didn't care about anything I was learning in high school, so I know for a fact if this happened while we were still in high school, I'd set up my camera like on the ottoman and have like just GTA or something going on
Right on the side of
I
it,
just
yeah.
be gaming the whole time
100%.
and it's like they don't know.
Taking a bathroom break, go smoke up water or something. That's what I would be up to in high school.
I can only imagine that's definitely what these kids are doing.
100%. Just going to the bathroom, hitting the dab pen or something. Because kids all be hitting dab pens and shit now. That's the new wave. That was the wave for us
It's still
too.
the wave too.
It's
which
crazy.
is, like, weird.
Even though they're so dangerous, like there's so many
Yeah.
fake ones. I always toward the end when I started messing with dab, I smoked CBD dab carts, so I know where I'm buying it from. Like I'm buying it from like a wholesale website, so I feel safe with it. But when I was smoking like Supreme G dab carts, bro, I
All been
was
there.
I was so crazy. Like reflecting on that, like that's such a crazy move.
Yeah. And they'd like just every like third one would just leak, and it would just
So bad,
and
so
it'd be like,
bad.
these things were constructed by like apes. It's just in a factory.
What's really crazy is the TKO dab cards.
Yeah.
Remember those? I was on Wish, the
Yeah.
website. I was on the app Wish.
Oh no,
Bro.
Oh,
There was a package of like 50 boxes, and it didn't come with anything but empty carts inside the boxes, so you can just fill those with anything. And I was like,
That's
damn, bro,
scary.
because TKOs were supposed to be good safe.
That's like when you bought a TKO, it was like, oh, I'm buying at least. This seems pretty legit.
Yeah, I know
What
what
are
I'm
the chances
smoking.
That this is fake.
Yep.
Oh.
One of the best ones, my favorite brand that was legit was Brass Knuckles. Or Brass Knuckle.
Yeah.
Those were the shit. They came with the wood tips. Oh,
Those actually were.
those were
like,
crazy.
I have no problem hitting a cart. As long as I go and get it myself.
Yeah.
Or a wholesale website. It's like it's gonna be legit. But
That's definitely the future, though. Wholesale over buying THC over the internet.
Totally.
That's definitely gonna be a thing.
Has to be. It was just legalized on the federal level.
Which is
huge,
fucking crazy.
Huge.
That's what I miss about not having an Instagram page, bro. I haven't been as like into the news as I was before. Because in case you guys didn't know, I got banned 3 times in a month. Shout out Instagram for being fucking thought Nazis and not letting me speak my mind and my First Amendment right. You assholes. But yeah, dude, I've been so out of. But when I saw that, I was like, damn. If I was on Unfiltered right now, people would be going wild.
Yeah.
Cause that's big.
So what happens to the people that are locked up in federal
That's
prison?
the big question. Did they get pardoned? Did they get released?
People don't really know. I don't know.
It's a weird ground.
Definitely.
Because you can't just massively. When Andrew Yang was running for president, he said what he was going to do the first day he was in office, or the first week or something, was he was going to let everyone who's been convicted of a minor misdemeanor of marijuana charges out of jail and shake each of their hands personally and apologize to them. So maybe it's possible, or maybe that was outlandish. I don't know. Maybe it's possible to just allow this, to pardon all of them all at once and say, sorry, we fucked up.
I feel like it could just be done. I don't see a really bad side to it because it's not like you're letting violent criminals out.
That's the thing. If you're a violent criminal and have marijuana charges, that's different. Like if you're selling like pounds, that's okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you should be in jail to learn your lesson. But if you're just a normal dude who is on his way home from work smoking a joint,
you probably have a day job and you just sell weed to get extra cash.
Yep.
I mean, if you can do it, like why not? It's great.
There's more people in jail for misdemeanors of marijuana than there are for all violent crimes combined in the U.S.
Are you serious?
Yes.
What?
Yeah. Let that sink in of how fucked up the prohibition of marijuana has been in this country.
What?
You have ordinary folks who just wanted to get a release from their normal day, walked in the same places as murderers, rapists, bank robbers. Think about that. That is crazy. But it happens. It happens only in the U.S., man, I swear. Oregon, though. Oregon's going crazy. They decriminalized everything.
Good for them.
That's the most left thing I've ever heard in my life. And I mess with it. I'm for rehabilitation over prison, personally.
Absolutely. Because, prison is supposed to be rehabilitation. But, of course, it's not.
It's not. It never has been. If it was, people wouldn't be repeat offenders. We wouldn't have repeat offenders.
I learned about this term, the chronic offender, in my criminology class, and it's basically the 6% of all criminals. There's a term, aging out, that basically, like, all criminals, once you hit like 40, 50, it's like you're kind of like tired of being in and out of the system your entire life, so you're just gonna like stop going down that road. but these like the 6% of the chronic offenders just never stop, and they're in and out their entire lives.
It's the 6% that you really gotta like wonder
Yeah.
like what the fuck went wrong in their life too, you know,
Yeah.
to make them do that.
It's like they rely so heavily on illegal ways to get cash. It's like, think about like really like going into a convenience store like right before you do, and you're like, I'm about to go rob this store. It's like you have to be like so down bad, like got no options. Yet it's so common. It just happens every day all over the country.
You gotta be in such a low place.
I know, and it's like you gotta like hate yourself after that.
Oh, you gotta live with. That's why I could never do a crime, bro. I'd have to
Yeah.
live with myself, and I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
I feel guilty if I leave the toilet seat up. You know what I mean? Like if I do something stupid, I feel guilty.
Yeah.
Like that's what's crazy. There's people who some people just don't feel guilty. Some people just don't feel remorse and shit,
Yeah, that's
bro.
what it is.
That's what's crazy to me.
You're so like blinded by
Yep.
like just I don't know, just used to it,
Greed.
like, yeah.
Anything.
Probably this shit's going on all around you, so but thank goodness I'm not from any place that I got a bunch of influences trying to get me to commit crimes all the time.
That's the thing. You're growing up in that environment. You don't see any other way. That's the
Yeah.
problem. That's why. That's like I said. I'm for rehabilitation. I'm also for like boosting up the economies of low poverty areas. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of the low poverty areas that are the reason that the crime is so outrageous as it is. You know what I mean? If you could boost up
Yeah.
those areas, maybe it would revert them not to doing crime. It would revert them to getting a college degree or trying to get be an electrician or something.
Yeah.
Get them aspirations. Because if you're around criminals all the time, you're gonna be a criminal.
Exactly.
If you're around people who are educated, you're gonna fit in. You're gonna be educated.
Because there's kids that are always trying to take the right path, and you know that they're like just getting bullied by everyone else. Like,
Yep.
what are you doing? Like, that's not what we do. We get.
That's not what we do around
We're
here.
trying to make bands. We're not trying to get petty cash, just like bills, like checks.
Yep.
It's like, it's just sad because a lot of these kids probably want to do the right thing, but they just don't see that it's possible. But it's so possible. It can be done by anyone. But it's slow. It's a slow grind.
I think it all comes down to love too, man.
Yeah.
People lack a lot of love nowadays. People are ashamed to like share their love for other people. You know, think it makes them look weak or vulnerable or something. But like, it's all about love, man. That's the human journey, just spreading love amongst each other.
We should want the best for everyone else. Like, we don't want to see people get hurt, see people in prison.
Yep.
Fuck.
I'm gonna probably be in prison soon after I refuse to take a COVID vaccine. They're probably gonna lock my ass up.
I hate that shit. I mean, I'm all for a vaccine, but
If it's gonna end the lockdown, I'm
Yeah.
for it. Yeah.
yeah, but it's just the mandatory part that I hate so much. I'm scared.
Sits with me different. My thing is, I'm pretty anti-vaccine for myself, but like when it comes to other people, I respect the fact that other people are grown adults. You know what I mean? Like they understand what they're doing with their body. They can do whatever the fuck they want. If you're over the age of 18, you can decide whatever you want to do with your body. It's not my decision. It's not my choice. So if you want to get a vaccine, get a vaccine. I'm not gonna get one, but if it's gonna end a lockdown, I'll definitely be hyped for it. You know what I mean?
We for my school, this is probably for a lot of schools, but we need to go back this next semester. It's like to get a flu vaccine, it's mandatory.
I've heard the flu vaccine. That's mandatory for public schools too. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
Because my mom was talking about that with
I
me.
know the COVID's one's gonna be mandatory. to
Oh,
go
no
back,
question.
But it's like we're making the flu vaccine mandatory now. It's like, fuck, come on.
The thing is, once you give up a little bit of your freedom, you never get it back. I mean, that's been very apparent
So
with
true.
the government tracing our emails, texts, our phone calls, with all the Patriot Act and shit like that. Once you give up a little bit of freedom, it's not like you just get it back in a year or two. You know what I mean? That stays like that.
No, it's a long process to get it back.
Ridiculously
Yeah.
long. For no reason too. Like if say for instance like you had a gun and someone took your gun rights away from you for no reason, and then you try to get your gun rights back and they wouldn't give it to you, people would fucking freak out.
Oh yeah.
People would go crazy. It's like that with the vaccine too. If you are forced to get a vaccine that you don't want to put into your body as a human being, Who's the It's just saying it out loud. It's crazy. Who's the government to tell you whether or not you should be able to do anything without a vaccine? What are they? I mean, seriously, what do they think they are? They're all powerful or something? That's crazy.
They like.
I haven't said it out loud yet. It's insane.
They could give you a ton, like 1,000 reasons why, and it's just like they could say like that it's for the best of everyone.
Yeah.
But I don't understand because like if everyone else has a vaccine, it's like
it's herd immunity, right? Yeah, shouldn't
like,
everybody be fine?
I'm only hurting myself.
Yep.
So it's like
especially a vaccine that it's bro. If you look at the rate, like how long it took from a polio vaccine, from polio when it started to the vaccine, it's like 15, 20 years. If you look at like, I don't know the statistics on any other ones, but if you look at like the time of an illness came out or a disease came out to the time a vaccine was developed, I'm going to bet the majority of them weren't within a year. This is crazy quick. We don't know any long-term effects. None at all.
I definitely remember months ago it was like, we're probably looking at a vaccine in like 2022.
Yeah.
At the earliest.
And then this Pfizer vaccine just comes out of fucking thin air. I mean, what the hell? And yet they still haven't given out another stimulus. The government. There's some people who are still out of their job because of that shit. And they're still not giving out anything.
Yeah.
There's countries where I think Canada gives it out once a month or something. Or once every 2 weeks or something like that. There's one country that gives it like every 2 weeks. You get a check. I mean, obviously it's not affordable and realistic for the U.S. because there's 300 million people. But like, every now and again, give them something.
Yeah.
We got one $1,200 check and that was it.
Yeah. And that was it.
That was it.
That was so early on. Just feel like so many people have been hit harder since then.
Yep.
And are struggling.
Oh, for sure. And what gets me mad is the Democrats will blame the Republicans, and the Republicans will blame the Democrats. And it's just like, if you both want the same thing, why the fuck can't you just make the same thing happen? I don't understand it. What's the issue? That's just politics at work, though.
Like they're always distracting you with just parties, and it's just
While they're all partying at the same time, they're all boys at the same time.
It's like the same people that are making these laws about restrictions and shit are the same ones that are out in dinner with like 20 people.
Yeah, or Nancy Pelosi getting a haircut with a mask off. That was the big one. I was like, wow, this bitch is tripping.
And it's like you would put someone in prison so fast for like refusing to do that. And it's like you don't give a shit.
No, not at all.
Fuck you.
But on the other side, Trump holding rallies and shit, even though they're wearing masks, that shit's still kind of crazy. I mean, I know the Republicans aren't really for this vaccine. I mean, for the disease. They don't even fucking believe in it, most of them. But, like, that's still crazy to me, too. Like, if there was a party with as many people at a rally, those people would go to jail. Yep. Like, they'd literally be fined or go to jail. But when the president does it, it's no biggie. Shit's crazy. Shit is crazy.
I was trying to remember. It was like some owner of a restaurant was like complaining about something was going on right next door where people gathered.
Like a party or something?
I think it was something like that.
Yeah.
I forget exactly, but it's it's like the double standards are crazy right now because it's like like restaurants can get shut down, and then right when that's going on, it's like the same time, it's like this is okay or this is okay, and none of it makes any sense.
Yeah.
But it's like okay.
Who's deciding this shit?
It's like, just nothing really makes sense. It feels like they're just making decisions.
You know what really makes no sense? When you go out to eat, I haven't been out to eat since it started, but when people go out to eat, you have to wear a mask until you sit down and eat. But when you're eating, you can take a mask off. Oh, yeah? What the fuck is that? I mean, what idiot came up with that one? Because that's the craziest
and
one.
when the waiter waitress comes over to you, you're just speaking to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, how is everything? Oh, it's good, thank you.
There's communication. Move right on to the next table.
Yep.
They're not like changing masks
or
nothing.
I mean, Jesus.
You know.
Who's coming up with these things? It's just like, what I really love to see is when people wear the face masks, like not the face masks, like the face shields. Look at like a SWAT member or something. Those like, what the hell is that doing? Unless you're projectile vomiting, that's not gonna stop anything. It's open on both sides, in the top and bottom. What are you doing, bro? Jesus, it's like germs just can't move. Is that how it works now? I don't understand it. I do not understand it.
I mean, I think it's funny, but if you feel safe.
If it
fine.
makes you feel
If
good,
it
that's how I
makes you
feel with the mask. I don't think
Yeah.
masks are helping, but if it makes people feel safe,
Yeah.
do what you want to do. I'll wear a mask too. I'll help you. I'll make you feel safe, I guess. I'm not a bad guy.
I hate putting on a mask when I'm walking outside.
Oh, I don't wear them
I hate it.
outside.
No,
Oh, I guess you're going to like your car or something?
like
Or going for a
when I
walk?
walk around like my neighborhood Squantum here, it's like I never put on a mask. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's just like
We're outside.
Yeah, it's like, come on.
I'm the
But,
same way.
You know, if
I got dirty looks the other day. I was riding my bike with my siblings,
I hate
and
that
people at the
shit,
park
too.
give me dirty looks. I was like, bro, I'm outside.
yeah,
There's nature.
I've gotten them too, and it's just like I don't care, because it's literally half the people in Squantum. You feel safe because it's like this closed off
Well, neighborhood, yeah.
It's like, but yeah, I see Quincy. I drive down the beach, and it's like everyone's wearing a mask.
Yep.
And it's just like, okay, like I guess like if I was walking down the beach, I'd do it just to make.
Because it's populated.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different.
But it's like when half the people aren't doing it, and it's like half the people are. It's just like, what, you know, I don't want to do it, so I'm not gonna do it. Like,
Yeah.
Unless I have to.
Yeah, unless you have
It's
to,
like
it's the biggest one.
I'm literally outside. I don't talk to anyone. So it's like, how could I get or give a disease? Like, the virus. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I call it disease all the time. I don't fucking know the difference between them.
Don't either.
Fucking, you know what I really hate when people are driving in a car and they're wearing a mask.
I
With the
I
windows
laugh
up by themselves, that's the best.
Gets me.
That's the best. I was just looking at me fucking, I'm like, God damn it. What are you doing, bro?
It makes me wonder, like, do they not realize it, or maybe they're just like, I don't know.
Did they forget to take it
I
off,
know, it
maybe?
could be
Maybe
that.
yeah, I guess I could see that, but like,
I don't
if like Richard's just driving
know.
around every day with a
Who's
mask on, and he's not working for Uber, what the fuck's he doing? Who's giving or getting that disease the virus when you're in that? I said disease now too. That's crazy, man. I'm so anxious for this shit to just be over,
Yeah.
dude. It's so annoying. Johnny's got COVID right now. Costello.
Costello.
Yeah, he's got COVID.
Yeah.
He's got to be scared as shit too. He thinks he's gonna die. He's not feeling that bad. He's just paranoid. I've been trying to talk him out of it, tell him he's gonna be fine,
Yeah.
but yeah, he's got it bad. He got it from that party. That I'm not gonna say the girl's name because I don't know if she'll care if I say her
Was
name.
it a birthday party, or is it just a party?
I don't remember.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
It was a couple weeks ago though. It was like 2 weeks ago maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's another party on New Year's which is crazy to me.
That's like, I feel like people aren't getting it from just going outside. Going on a walk.
You don't hear
no
that.
one's getting it from going on a
No.
walk. No one's getting it from probably going out to dinner, sitting at a table. People are getting it from going to a party.
Yeah.
Yet people, like, so many people just keep going to parties, and it's like, okay, but like, you're like, it's literally the most likely way to get COVID. So, like, if you don't care, like, whatever. Damn.
New Year's, I feel like the 2021, the first month's gonna have like, I'm gonna guess at least 1 million to 3 million new cases.
It's gonna be a spike for sure.
Like a spike that I don't think anyone's ever seen.
That's-
And I think the government is wanting that to happen intentionally so that they'll be able to roll out the vaccines more efficiently, so that people will be more. It'd be like, oh, I got COVID, I don't want to get it again. You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still a virus with a 99% survival rate, but fuck it.
Fuck, let's shut everything down. Let's keep the kids
everything.
home from school.
Yeah. Let's
It's
make
when
every
literally
local
it
business
probably
shut
doesn't even
down.
affect kids.
No, I haven't heard any kids. Oh, no, one kid I've heard got it at elementary school. But they're kids, dude. They eat dirt. Their immune system's quite crazy.
Yeah, I don't think it even it does anything. Like it probably like what kids get hospitalized? You know what I mean?
I haven't heard about that, honestly. I don't watch much news, but I haven't heard about no kids getting hospitalized. Yeah, you hear about old people getting hospitalized, older folks.
My grandfather just got it like 2 days
Oh,
ago.
no shit.
So hoping for the
Is
best.
he asymptomatic still?
He is still, yeah. Because we're getting updates every day.
Fingers crossed. Hope best for him.
Yeah. Hope my dad had it, and he's like unhealthy and smokes. So, but he's okay.
He kicked it?
Yeah.
That's promising.
He only had like a headache for like a day or
Yeah.
something. So some people that are, you look at them, you're probably like, damn, like if you got COVID, like you have to be careful. But it's like,
Yeah.
they could just be asymptomatic.
That's the thing. That's when I got tested because Joe got it, and I was with Joe when I hit his vape. So I got really scared, and I was like freaking out. So I got tested, and my biggest fear was that I was gonna come back a false positive. I mean, a false negative. You know what I mean? Like I was gonna have it, but it was gonna say that I was
Same
negative.
thing happened to my dad.
I was mad. Oh, that happened to him?
My stepmom, she tested positive, and they had been together, like living together the entire time.
Yeah.
It was like it'd been like 3 days since she like traced it back to when she got it, and then so my dad got tested, and it came back negative, and he's like, well, I know that I either have it, I came in contact with it, or like maybe I just can't carry it.
Yeah.
It's like the test said negative, but it was like can't be true because
A lot of false
I'm
negatives,
with
dude.
someone that tested positive. I feel like there's been a lot, yeah. Elon Musk put out
Oh, did he?
that tweet. It was like a tweet when he was like, I just got tested 4 times in a row, because it's Elon, of course. He'll get tested 4 times in a row.
He has the money to do it, of course.
It was like the same nurse, same machine, testing machine, and it was like 2 were positive, 2 were negative.
That's crazy.
And he was like, something's going on, and it's like, Elon, you're
Fix
for the
it.
people.
Fix it, Elon.
Fix it,
You know when I
Elon.
knew Elon was for the people? When he did Elon Tusk on Rick and Morty. That's when I knew he was for the people, bro.
I totally forgot about that.
Hey, I'm Elon Tusk.
I gotta rewatch it.
It's a good episode, dude.
Season 4 is on Hulu.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, Jack was telling me about that.
Elon Tusk.
Rick and Morty is one of the best shows I ever
So
watched,
good.
bro.
It's so good.
I used to just get high as shit and watch that show and just laugh my ass off for hours. That's dab pen days too, right there. So that's when I'm just sitting in my bed, just sitting in the dab pen watching a whole season in a day.
The one where it keeps splitting up into different times.
Yeah.
Keeps going and going.
With the 2 dots, he's like, "There should never be 2 dots, right, Morty?"
It's like that one. I remember being high for that one. I had no clue what was going on, but I was loving it.
I think you and Luca got me into that show. I think I watched it here with you guys one day, and I was like, "This is amazing."
I don't remember how I got into it, but I was like, "This is it." I get it. I get why people love it.
Have you watched the other show that the creator made, like with the aliens?
Yep.
Is it good?
Solar Opposites.
Is it good?
It's like it's good. It's just like not like it's not Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
But it's more like kind of like, oh, this is nice.
Does it have anything to do with Rick and Morty, or is it completely separate?
Yeah, it's completely separate. It's like, I feel like Rick and Morty has more like underlying messages.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
This one's kind of just funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's actually like they have something that like it's interesting because these aliens like they have a shrink array, so they shrink people.
Okay.
And they put them into like this big terrarium, basically, where these.
What's a terrarium?
It's like kind of like an ecosystem.
Oh,
but
okay.
Basically, it's
like an artificial one.
Yeah, it's like they have a wall where they just put people in and just put in like junk food or like random items. So these people have like their own little society, like in this like cage in the wall. And
okay.
It's like, and it's funny because like they just send random people in there, and while like they got their own adventures going on, it's like sometimes they'll cut to like the wall.
Just randomly.
What they call the wall, yeah.
That's awesome.
Like they check up on like what the people are doing in the wall, and it's like basically like a post-apocalyptic society because like it's like you get sent in there, money doesn't matter, nothing matters.
Yeah,
it's just like,
survival.
You gotta survive.
Yeah, that's kind of like that episode where they where Rick and Morty got shrunk and they were inside of that like museum of like those aliens where they were in the glass.
Yes,
yeah,
it's exactly like
yeah,
that.
that's what. It's, yeah. And then they called the scientists and they thought they were talking with like interdimensional aliens and then they left them in there. That shit was hilarious.
Oh my god, he's like, no,
we're gonna do it.
Dude like looks.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He gets like the custodian because he can fit the mold perfectly.
Yeah, there's a whole like uprising in the wall. And
how do people?
Crazy.
Bro, I wish I was that creative that like I could just sit there and write like a whole storyboard out. That's gotta be crazy.
I know.
Like Seth MacFarlane. Imagine being Seth MacFarlane.
It's like, how do you have a TV show and come up with like hundreds and hundreds
The
of
Simpsons.
show ideas?
Look at Matt Groening with The Simpsons.
Like,
that shit's been on for 30 years. And it's not stopping anytime soon.
I don't get how you do it, but it's incredible that people can just keep coming up with interesting stories and shit for these people to do. People will watch.
What fascinates me about The Simpsons is the fact that Matt Groening's a time traveler. They predicted FaceTime,
So much.
smartphones, Trump being president, Ebola.
Trump being president,
That's a big one.
Yeah.
But he hinted at that a lot in the 90s, I'm pretty sure. But still, they still did it. I saw a list of like 30 or 20 things that they predicted, and it was just crazy. I think 9/11 was one of them. On like a newspaper, there was a picture of like a 9 and then 2 towers. I think it was the Twin Towers. It was on like a newspaper or something. It's crazy. It's just crazy.
It's like if you're that guy, it's like you've been visited by people in black suits.
Oh, for sure. For sure. How do you know what you know?
Tell me how you did it.
Yeah. Oh, autocorrect. That was another one. They predicted autocorrect.
Really?
Yep.
How do you do that?
Because it was on a phone and it said like something that said like eat children or something like that by like autocorrected.
Like smartphones aren't even out yet, so
exactly.
How can you even like fathom like something like that?
Yep.
I don't get it.
It's crazy. That dude's definitely a time. He made Futurama too. I don't know if
Futurama's
yeah.
coming back too.
Oh, is that like still on? Really?
It went off the air, but
gotcha. Reboot.
Yeah.
I watched like episodes at like 2 a.m. before. I've never followed the whole story though.
Yeah,
I know what's the main character's name? Not Phil. Bill? Nah, I don't know. I've seen the show a few times, but it's nothing special.
Like it's something to watch, but
it's just nothing on.
It's like when you got like Family Guy, there's Simpsons. It's like South Park. It's like I'd rather.
Oh, South Park's superior to all of them.
I'd rather throw on something like that.
Dude, South Park is so fucking good. I don't know how they keep up with like. I know how South Park does. They stay relevant because they talk about current affairs.
They do.
Which is amazing.
So there's always like some.
Yeah. Which is so smart.
Yeah, and they make fun of it, and it's like it's literally the whole thing, and it's like.
Dude, I remember I looked it up one time, and Trey Stone or Matt Park or whatever, which one of them was worth like $700 million or something. One of the creators, yeah.
That's like Dr. Dre money.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
What?
Just money. They've done. They made a video game, they made a movie, and they made South Park. And that's like all they've done.
Holy shit.
And he's worth like almost $1 billion. Seth MacFarlane's worth like 350 or 400.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Dude, they get paid. You feel me, bro? They get paid. That's why I want to be a storyboard writer, bro. I wish I was that creative. I could get paid. Like that's not even fuck you money. That's fuck the earth money. Like that's fuck everybody.
Do you think they get paid by the episode? I don't know.
Probably season.
Happens. Yeah.
Or maybe episode.
Maybe there's like a contract for every season, and they come up with the number of episodes. I don't know.
Yeah. It probably depends how good the ratings are too.
Yeah.
I'd assume.
But probably ratings
it has
huge.
to be.
Yeah.
Because if the ratings are bad, they'll just cancel you.
Yep.
That's how TV's brutal. But like, who really watches The Simpsons like that? That's what I want to know. I've never heard anyone be like, "Yo, I can't chill today. I gotta watch the Simpsons episode." You know what I mean? Like, no one ever says that shit.
No.
So who's watching this every single week? So, like, seriously.
People in like
the future Alabama. Because they're time travelers. They're getting future ratings. I heard Matt Groening's a Freemason too.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a Freemason.
My grandfather is. And he's like he's talked to me about trying to do it.
Oh, have you doing it? Is he high up?
Thought about it. I think he's not like, I don't think crazy.
He don't know all the secrets
he's
type
like
shit.
Up there.
Yeah.
But no, you don't know no secrets. But like, I've thought about it. It's like not something I'd be turned off against. It's just like, I don't know. It hasn't really like pulled me in, you know? It's
yeah.
Like, what's so great about it?
It would be great if you were trying to get like a job in the field that like a mason job or something, because I think they have like a union or something. Obviously, it'd probably open you up to like future opportunities and shit. But
I bet the networking is crazy because like you're a Freemason, someone else is. It's like I feel like you could be anywhere in the world
and be like, I'm a Mason.
Yeah,
oh, me too. Show the ring.
Yeah, it's like Marines or something.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. They definitely have an unspoken bond.
Yeah.
I'm opposed to secret societies personally, though. I'm not a fan.
It's like I don't know how I feel about it. It's like
as long as I'm not hurting nobody, do what you want to do. But I want to know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
It's like I don't know. They wear funny outfits.
JFK had a crazy quote one time. He said, "As a nation, we are opposed to secret societies and all the wrongdoings." And that always stuck with me.
I didn't know he said that.
Yeah.
So he knew something was going on.
Well, he before he died, a few months before he died, he had a speech and he said, and I quote, "There's a plan to enslave every man, woman, and child in this country. And before my presidency is over, I'm going to expose it." That's a fact.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And he probably wasn't talking about like.
And
He
then
was probably talking. Mm-hmm.
we got popped.
My dad has absolutely convinced me that the CIA and the mob took him down.
Yeah.
And that's just what I think.
There's many reasons for it. The magic bullet theory, for first of all, the fact that Lee Harvey Oswald. What's crazy, bro? I just learned about this recently. You know about MK Ultra and that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jack Ruby, the guy who killed Lee Harvey Oswald,
Yeah.
claimed he had no recollection of it after he killed him. He said he had no idea what was happening.
You serious?
Yes. Lee Harvey Oswald testified to police before he got killed by Jack Ruby that he had no recollection of it. They both claimed that they had no recollection of it.
He had no recollection of killing Kennedy?
Yes, he said he didn't kill Kennedy. Now, obviously, he could have been lying. That's very possible. But the fact that Jack Ruby also...
Who says that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
John Wilkes Booth admitted to killing Lincoln.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're going to kill someone, you do it to be infamous.
No one's going to believe that you didn't remember it. So it's like, why even make that argument?
Yep.
But if it's actually true, it's like you're going to say that because it's like you have nothing else to say.
You got nothing else to lose.
Like,
you're accused of killing the president.
And it's like... But did Jack Ruby go to prison for like...
I'm pretty sure he did. I'm pretty sure he went to serve jail time. But he was he was really in there with the mob. Jack Ruby was. Really... I think his name's Jack Ruby.
I think it is.
His last name's Ruby for sure.
Yeah.
He was in there with the mob. And he was like a low-level mobster, though. He wasn't anything like popular.
Yeah.
And one of the things I've always questioned is why the fuck did he kill him if he wasn't being forced to kill him? Because I think Lee Harvey Oswald was going to talk and say, like, come on and be like, nah, I really didn't kill this guy. I might have fired shots, but they told me to, or something like that.
Huh.
You know, you ever heard of the Mandela effect?
Yes.
I had
Can you brief me on it?
So, like, basically it's like you remember something one way, but it turns out to be a different way. So, like, the Monopoly Man, does he have a monocle on his eye?
I mean, I feel like I should say yes because
He
feel
doesn't.
like he does, but
But
yeah,
he
exactly,
doesn't.
He don't.
Yeah, that's the, yeah.
I feel like he does. But...
Fruit Loops. Are Fruit Loops spelled with O-O or U-I?
I want to say O-O, but it's probably
It's U-I. Yeah,
Shit.
so it's like
Okay.
something like, it's shit like that. Like, you remember something one way. I had a crazy one with JFK. I had no idea there was 6 people in that car when he got assassinated. Including him, there was 6 people.
Wait, was he sitting next to Jackie, or was
He was sitting next to Jackie,
Okay.
and right in front of him, there was 2 people, and then 2 more people. There was 6 people.
Really?
Yeah. You know, I'm not the only one. Now I'm happy that you're kind of questioning it.
Yeah. I've seen the video, like, plenty of times.
I've seen, yeah. I saw a
weird.
picture of the
Yeah.
car, and the car had 6 seats, and I was like, bro, what? And I looked up the video, and there was 6 motherfuckers in that car. And I was like, I don't remember that at all. And I looked into that shit a lot when I was deep in conspiracies, bro. Like, weeks on end, I would go, like,
very interesting.
tinfoil hat, stay up all night drinking Red Bull, watching conspiracy videos. It's fucking... But yeah, a lot of people don't know JFK was gonna defund the CIA and the NSA and shit like that because he thought they were like doing bad shit. Mainly because of like COINTELPRO, I think. If that was the same period, it might not have been. That might have been in the 70s. But that was when the CIA or the FBI, they would like try to infiltrate like the Black Panthers and shit and crumble them from the inside or something like that. Some weird shit. And all I know is Ted Gunderson was in charge of that, and he, before he died, he came out and said, like, we killed Kennedy. He was the head of the FBI in California at the time, and he admitted before he died that they killed Kennedy. That the CIA killed Kennedy, that 9/11 was an inside job, that mass shooters were causing, like, attacks and shit. It wasn't, like, people. He said a lot of crazy shit. He also said a lot of stuff about, like, aliens, I'm pretty sure, too, which is, like...
This is like a dude that was head of the FBI.
Yep. Oh, he was in line to be the head of the FBI for the whole country. Like, I think Christopher Wray's the FBI director right now, so that would be like that level of status.
It's like that when that video from the Pentagon came out this year or something, maybe it was last year, about the when the SEALs, or I think it was a Navy pilot or something that.
Oh, at the naval base.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shooting. It could be an MK Ultra type of thing, bro. I'm telling you. The thing is, have you heard of Operation Northwoods?
Yes, you told it to me before. What was it again?
Oh, before I say it, JFK also denied doing Operation Northwoods. He did not want that to take place. He denied it. So what it was a collection of different. The Joint Chiefs of Staff came together and wrote down a bill or like a page or a briefing, and it was a bunch of ideas of how to start a war with Cuba without directly causing war, but like by themselves. So they were
It's
gonna
like to make it
look like Cuba did it. They were gonna hijack civilian aircraft and crash them into buildings. 9/11.
Oh my god.
They were gonna shoot up malls in large areas and blame it on Cuban friendlies. So that could be any mass shooting in American history. This happened in 1962 when JFK died in 1963. Another one was they were going to shoot up military bases and blame it on Cuba. Like, this is all
this
declassified.
Shit that goes on today. You know?
Yes,
like
yes. This is declassified shit.
Holy shit.
This is like, that's why like conspiracies are so crazy to me, because they admitted that they were going to do this shit. That's what's nuts. I have all the pages at my house. I printed them out one day. I have them in a folder with my conspiracy shit. I mean, it's crazy, bro. It's absolutely crazy.
Can't wait to tell my kids, just like, don't
bro,
with anything the government tells you.
My kids are gonna hate me or love me. They're gonna think I'm the coolest dude ever or the craziest dude ever. Cause I'm gonna be like, fuck the government, fuck your teachers, fuck everything. You think for yourself and be your own person.
That's what I want them to do the most. It's like, they'll probably be like, whatever to a lot of the shit I say, but as long as they know to like think for themselves, it's like, okay. Mm-hmm. That's all I want.
That's how I am with everybody, bro. Like, if people don't want to believe my conspiracies and shit or like want to talk about it, I'm cool with that. It's your decision. But make sure you're doing it because you don't want to. You know what I mean? Like, don't just do it because like you think they're stupid conspiracy theories. Like, make your own judgment on it.
Like, I've gotten into a discussion with Sophia recently, and it was like about making vaccines mandatory.
She pro-vaccine?
Yeah. She's just like, what could be bad about a vaccine? And it's like, it's not the vaccine. It's more just like making that mandatory for every citizen. Yep. It's like, because once they do that, they're going to do it again. And it make you take this pill. And it's like, the technology to like put microchips in bodies is already like
the RFID thing.
And it's like,
that takes place right now. I don't know if in Norwegian countries. Like,
really?
For employees at companies, some places will implant their employees to pay for like food, to open doors, to use a copy machine.
It's like, and these chips can tell you everything about someone's body, everything, like, you know, their blood pressure, time, their levels of everything. And it's like, you know, if you do that to say someone like heroin's illegal, so someone like, oh, we detected heroin in your system. We came to, like, we're gonna arrest you, and it's like, what are you talking about? I didn't do that. And it's like,
I didn't think about that.
We have proof right here, and it's like, they're just gonna throw you in jail. Like, they're just gonna throw drug addicts in jail.
I didn't think about that at all, dude.
Crazy.
That's facts. That could most definitely happen.
It's like, as soon as they detect something in your body that they're like we're not giving you anything else, any more benefits, anything. It's like you're cut off.
It's like a social credit score.
Yeah.
Like China has that. Like if you jaywalk, you lose points on your social credit score. Yeah. Like if you do any like petty crime, like you lose points, and if you lose points, you can't buy food, you can't pay for things. Like it literally dictates your life.
Fuck China.
China's literally the worst. They're literally the worst. They suck. They suck so bad, dude. You know what? You know how they're gonna make this this chip thing normal though? They're gonna tell you it's good for your children, so that you always have medical information of your children. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna create cyborgs. I mean, our generation is already just part cyborg because of our phones and shit.
Yeah.
They're basically attached. I'm a cyborg. I have metal in my hand. I'm a cyborg, I guess. But like our generations and the next generation, bro.
It's only gonna get worse and worse. It's already bad for a lot of people. I feel like we grew up in a generation where like older people, they get introduced, they live for so long without all this technology, so they get introduced to it, and they
don't need it.
This stuff is like, it's very helpful, but it's like, but for us, it's like, it was so normal, and we grew up with it, that it's like, it's part of us, you know, for a lot of people. And it's like, some people can recognize that it's like, it's not, it's just like an extension of you, but...
Yeah. People don't want to admit that, though, sometimes, because then they make it feel like they're, like, data junkies.
It's, like, scary how it's just only going to get worse and worse. People, like, video games are gonna get so good with like the VR.
Doug, I was playing a VR Star Wars game at Sean's house the other day. Holy fucking shit.
What's gonna happen is they're gonna be so good that people are not gonna want
Ready
leave.
Player One. That's I've told you to watch this like 3 times, right? Yeah. Dude, that is literally the concept of that movie.
Yeah.
VR is so good, and they have a game that's so great that you never want to leave.
It's like you're literally just gonna want to live your life in the game, and it's not like crazy. Like people already play video games for hours on end.
Oh yeah, I'm guilty of it myself at times. I played Apex Legends for 3 hours today.
It's like people are literally gonna forget to eat, sleep,
Yep.
and then they're gonna it's gonna 48 hours pass, and you're like take it off, and you're like. People are just gonna drop dead.
Yeah.
Collapse, and it's just like they get back home and it's like they put it right back on. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird because a lot of people. I mean, it's just like who can be strong.
I think a big reason that people spend so much time doing that shit is quality of life too. You know what I mean? Like if your quality of life is low, you want to escape.
Exactly.
You need an escape.
Yeah.
And I think the argument you could make is that a better escape than using drugs, or is it equally as damaging in the long term? Because we don't know the long term effects of video games really.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any like studies, but like hardcore video, like back in the day it was Pong and Donkey Kong. Now you got Call of Duty where you can kill people for 24 hours a day if you feel like it. What's the long term effect of that?
15, 20 years we'll know.
Yeah, we'll definitely
We'll be getting to the age where we're like grown ups. But what was that Star Wars game like?
Dude, so my hands turned into gloves. Like all of a sudden, like I could see the remote still, and all of a sudden they were just gloves. And I looked down, there was a lightsaber on my hip, and I picked it up, and I lit it up, and I started swinging. I went like this, and it's a crazy, dude. It was a dream come true, dude. And I started getting into lightsaber fights against these robots.
No way.
They had like poles, and I was just like, vroom, vroom, vroom. Dude, I played for 20 minutes, took it off, and I was dizzy as shit though, cause like I was spinning around doing. Darth Vader was in it, and like I'm a Star Wars junkie. It was the greatest like Star Wars experience of my life.
You're gonna be able to live that Luke Skywalker experience.
Oh my god!
Like we all want to do that.
They need to make a game for VR where you just start as a Padawan, and you just like making a multiplayer online, growing up in the Jedi Temple with a bunch of other people.
Like imagine the hours that are gonna be put into these games. It's like.
I'm gonna have to buy a VR headset soon because how crazy that was. Just because of how crazy it was. You had one or have one, right?
I did have one.
Because I remember you had that dinosaur game or something.
Oh my God.
That was crazy.
I thought about that the other day. I don't even know where that is. It's my stepdad's. But,
Gotcha. They're like $300 though.
I haven't used it in so long, but it's like now like that was probably like the first or second model, and now they're like there's a newest model out now.
Yep.
That you can get for the Oculus, and it's
the Oculus is like the that PlayStation of VRs, right?
Probably like ridiculously good. Like it's probably so real life.
What's really gonna be crazy is when they get smells involved and they figure out how to make your body react to it. So if you're going on a roller coaster, how to make you feel like you got butterfly. You know they're gonna be able to do that one day. Like wear like sensors on your body or something. No question. And you're literally you won't have to go to an amusement park. You can just sit in your bedroom or your basement and go on a roller coaster. Or if you get shot in Call of Duty, you feel like a boom. Yeah. Dude, imagine that. That's gonna happen. It's not a question of that's gonna happen. No question. Because VR is the future. They're in a very crude state right now, but in the future, it's gonna be freaking crazy.
Does anyone own Oculus, like Sony or anything, or is it just?
I think they're their own company, but I know PlayStation has VR.
Yeah.
I think Xbox does too, right?
They
had Kinect.
Probably something.
Kinect was ahead of its time.
Ooh, forgot about Kinect.
That shit was ahead of its time. I never had it, but it was crazy ahead of its time.
Yeah, so true. Because it was like.
So was PlayStation Ps. Remember portables, the little PlayStations?
Yep, I had one.
If they had those things now, those would sell out.
That's so true. I loved my PSP.
Yeah.
You could take it anywhere, play any game.
Yep, exactly.
That was the shit.
DSs were ahead of their time too. I played Pokemon for hours on that, dude. Just ridiculous amounts of Pokemon.
So much.
And I wasn't even a Pokemon fan. I just loved playing the game.
that was my shit.
Like, if they put those out right now, I'm sure they still make them and shit, but if they came out for the first time right now, those would go crazy.
The games are still really good now. Like, the graphics have gotten better and everything, but...
Oh, on the DSs and shit?
Yeah, you can play on the Switch now.
I forgot about the Switch, yeah.
Because that's brand new. It had never... Pokemon was never a console thing. It was only, like, DS.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm not going to buy another Pokemon game until it's, like, VR Pokemon, because that is what I need. That's what everyone needs. That shit. It's like...
VR Pokemon?
Yeah.
Oh, VR Pokemon Go. Like, imagine that.
Throwing Pokemon.
You add VR to anything and
right?
the world's
like
just crazy. Have you ever played an MMO, like a multi-massive online game with like thousands or millions of people?
Like all in one, like
like thousands, all in one server.
I don't think so.
Dude,
like, maybe like online on the computer, but not on.
No, I'm saying imagine that in VR though. Like you just meet up with your buddies and play an MMO.
And like everyone has their own avatar.
Yep.
And it's like.
It's Ready Player One, dead ass.
Yeah,
I hate to sound like a broken record, but literally that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen. And that's gonna be the greatest moment of my technology life.
Like, we think like kids now, like the parents have trouble with like getting their kids to like stay off video games.
Oh, dude,
it's gonna be a nightmare.
It's gonna be impossible to get a little Billy off of the VR. It's gonna be impossible.
Like, I don't blame you, but like. You have to live your life. You can't like live your life in some console.
Yep. I'm gonna get myself a VR eventually. I think.
Yeah.
Just to.
Me too.
Like one of the Oculus, because Sean said it was only $300. That's not that bad.
That's not bad at all.
For the like level of like wowity it was. You know what I want to do? This is gonna sound crazy, and you're gonna be like, "Yo, you're nuts." I want to take shrooms and do VR. Do you know how fucking crazy that would be? You'd come out of it so disoriented though. You'd be like. Whoa, but still, that would be Joe. I mean, I just called you Joe. I'm sorry. That's disrespectful. No one wants to be called Joe.
I love Joe.
Doug, shout out Joe Fu. I don't do shout outs like that.
They get me pissed whenever I think about Levine putting him in handcuffs.
Oh my god.
Times. It's like, what the fuck did Joe do to you need to put him in?
Oh, you know how that in the car I told you about how we were at the mound that time? Yeah. We saw the coyotes. Joe got put in cuffs that day because we walked out the front gate. So it was either coyotes or he got cuffed. A little backstory. I'm not gonna explain it here, but we were talking about something in the car.
And just walked out. I don't know. On Flag Day once, I cut through the mount, like where the courts were, to get to pageant, and I knew the way to go, so I was coming from work, and I had like my backpack with all my work clothes, and I come out, and like when I'm walking through, it's like legit families are like passing.
Oh yeah,
you know
with little kids and shit.
Everyone cuts through if you're parked like to get through, and it's like of course right when I walk out to get at pageant, it's like it just cop walks right up to me. He's like,
was it Levine?
It wasn't Levine.
Because I've said it on this podcast before, Levine's the worst human being I've ever met.
And he was just like, I'm going to have to search your bag. Like, you know you can't be walking through there. And I'm like, dude,
I'm going to have to search your bag.
Families, dude. Like, what do you mean?
Bro.
I can't walk through there. Like, so yeah.
The woods are just off limits.
You can search through my work clothes. They're smelly, but go for it.
That's ridiculous, dude. You got to have some balls to look someone in the eye and say, I got to search your bag because you're walking. I mean, that's like, you can't just do that. You need a warrant for that, don't you? Unless you don't have permission.
Do, but, you know.
Because that's your property.
Like, shit. Like, okay.
You're not going to argue with them. Yeah. That's crazy, man. You
have any stories about Levine? Any, like, crazy ones or anything? Not crazy, but, like, just him being a douche.
He saw me peeing one time, and he threatened to write me, like, a citation or something, and I ran away. That's the craziest I've ever had with Levine. I was pissing at the rock, and he came in. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, shit. Finished pissing. Like, 2 seconds later, and then I just, like, he's like, are you peeing? I was like, I looked away, and he's like, I'm writing you. He's like, I'm going to write your name down. He's like, I bolted. Yeah, I just bolted out.
I'm not talking to him after.
No way.
No,
because you could be like a sex offender for that. I shouldn't even admit that on camera. That was a joke. Everything I just said was a joke. Wink, wink.
My cousins that live by Beechwood, it's like, since that's his area, I don't know if it still is, like Levine, but they were playing basketball there probably like when they were like 20 or something. He just rolls up and he's like, what are you guys doing here? You guys are a little too old to be playing basketball. Go,
What?
Go do something else or something. And they're like, what, dude? Like,
what the fuck?
Get out of here. We're not leaving. Like, we're playing
You're
basketball.
too old to play
He
basketball.
He legit told me.
Dude, LeBron's 38. What? Are you serious? Tim Duncan played till he was like 40. Yeah. Vince Carter's like 45. What do you mean he's too old to play basketball?
Officer Don legit plays basketball every morning. He told us. And it's like, he's literally a cop. You're telling these 20-year-olds that they're too old to be playing basketball.
You gotta be a miserable fuck.
I'm just, like
you have to have the smallest dick in the world for that to happen. Shout out Levine and his small ass dick. I hate that guy, dude. I hate him. I hate him so much. Anyone who's wondering what we're talking about, it's a local cop who's a real piece of shit. Yeah. That's all you gotta know. Oh, I hope he sees this somehow. That would make my day.
Know, right?
That would make my day. Fuck you, buddy.
I hope he sees it.
Fuck you, double to you. Ugh, I don't give a fuck. I used to give a fuck. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Not you, Mikey, though.
Mikey, and Bo. Bo's a great dude. Bad guy, great kids. Yeah. It's crazy. It's really crazy.
I remember going I don't even remember his name. He lived across the street from them, and I went with Dara to like smoke, and I remember Sarah, their mom, was just
she's so nice.
She was peeking out the blinds.
Oh no way!
Like the entire time we were there. It's like she knew something like this kid.
She could smell it in the air.
So it's just like I just remember like walking in and he's like, "See her like watching us?" And I'm like, "That's weird." He's like, "Yeah, she does that like every day." I'm just like, that's a little weird. Really nice lady though.
Very nice lady.
Involved PTO meeting.
Yeah. She seems like it for sure.
It's funny. She went to North.
Really?
Yeah. Cause
isn't that crazy, bro? That North's like I'm not calling her old, but the fact that North is like older in school. That's like my grandmother went to North. Wow. It's crazy. My grandma went to Parker, where I went for elementary school.
Really?
Yeah.
My aunt Kathy went to Massfield. When it was
Massfield?
School, yeah.
What's that?
It was, Massey, the playground.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she went to the school.
They had a school?
Yes, like that building that's, like, apartments now. Right
no way!
That was elementary school.
What? Dude, I had no idea.
Yeah.
No, wow. I've spent so much time at Massey, and I've looked at those buildings so many times. I could have never imagined. Why the oh wow! No. There's a lot of old schools in Quincy that are now like businesses, like Willard Street, near on the way to Home Depot, like that brick building across from the Common Market.
Yeah, I didn't even know that until like, someone with Sophia's family told me.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, I would have had no idea.
No, none at all.
Central now.
Yep, Central. They made Central look nice.
Yeah.
Central does look nice.
So much space.
When I was going out with Olivia, we used to go to that the little pond back there.
Oh,
we would just sit on those benches, so I'd always look at the thing. I'd be like, that's a nice apartment now.
I ran around that pond many times.
It's a good spot. When I worked with DPW, they made us weed whack all of it and like make it look like presentable. But like I felt so bad because it was so fucking nice of a spot.
Presentable.
Fucking Coke wants everything looking perfect.
You know what? Sophia's cousin. He works for the city. I think it's DPW. His name's Corey Lumagini. Do you know him?
Is he kind of a bigger dude?
Yeah,
Does he have tattoos and he packs dip?
He definitely packs dip.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That dude used to give me dips when I was like 16. When I didn't have
he's
dips.
He's so the type of dude, but he like drinks all the time, and he basically will like go like on the clock. He'll like go home and take naps on the job.
Yeah.
And it's like. He has a company car, so like they caught him, and he was just like, "Nah, I'm doing like paperwork on my street."
No way.
It's like it's quiet, but like that man's almost gotten fired before, and he's on thin ice, and he has COVID right now, so he can't even.
Oh man.
Can't even work.
he drives the big trucks, right?
Yeah.
Like the loaders.
It's like literally, it's hard to be on thin ice with the city.
You gotta be pretty fucked up.
But it's like this dude like. He showed up drunk to work, and he's, like, gone home and taken naps.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. And it's like, just don't do that.
Yeah. Nah, one of the best parts when I did construction for that company, bro, we used to, on Fridays, we drink Bud Lights, and Budweisers, I mean. We'd get like a 30 rack for like 4 of us. So the whole, like the last like hour or two of work, we'd just be slamming down brews.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that.
That was dad pen days too. I was going
Yeah.
crazy. I was going through a DP in 2 days working. You know how crazy that is to go through a whole card in 2 days?
That's like a peak card.
Oh yeah.
I remember just like, I knew that like carts weren't it after this. I just bought one from someone, and I was like ripping it, and it like got me like a little high, but it was more like hazy. And it was
Oh yeah,
it just
yeah.
get my
It's a
mind
thin
all
line.
cloudy, and
Yeah.
it was just like,
I feel like that cart's maybe kind of stupid actually.
yeah,
like
that's
really
like
dead
what
ass.
it was doing to me, and I'm like, this is not it. I
No.
was like, I can't do this because it's like I don't even like feel high. I just feel like stupid.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
And it's
about.
like, what am I doing?
I like your Naruto
Thank
poster,
you.
by the way.
It took me a while, but I finished that. Naruto's a great show, but
Elmer was talking about it yesterday.
there's
He
a
said it
lot-
was great.
Yeah, there's a lot of better anime. I not like that way better, but I recommend like other animes to like get into before it because it's just so long.
Have you seen Sword Art Online?
I watched the first 2 episodes.
That's a
and I
good
loved
anime.
it,
That's the
'cause I
only
remember
one
you
I've
told
ever
me to watch
watched.
that,
Yeah.
And I loved those first 2 episodes, and then I just watching one right now called One Piece. And I've just
Oh, okay. I've heard of
binging
it.
that.
Yeah.
That's-
Is that One Punch Man or is that a different one? Because I've heard of that.
different. I saw the first episode of One Punch Man.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't know.
It looked mad weird. You just punched
he
like
just
a
punched
big
this
monster.
one time,
Yeah.
like a huge monster.
Yeah, it was
And
weird.
I'm like, okay. Like I'm sure it's good.
He seemed very depressed about it too,
yeah,
which
he,
was
like,
kind of weird.
He wants like a challenge. It's like
Oh, is that what his story
Yeah.
is? He wants a
he's tired.
What
of,
a
like, just
savage!
punching people.
Just tired of knocking people out like Tyson. All right, fair enough. Did you watch the Tyson fight in Roy Jones?
No.
It sucked.
I heard it sucked.
Yeah, it sucked. I stream my. I'm gonna not say that because I don't want to get arrested. I watch my fights, and the what I was watching it all was kind of buffering, so I didn't catch all of it, but yeah, I'm happy I caught myself on that.
I
one.
watch when I can't watch things. It's like I watch them on Periscope, which is basically people stream what's going on. You just watch someone stream.
That's what I did with Mayweather and McGregor when they boxed. I streamed it on Instagram Live. I don't know why, but I was like feeling like a hero that day.
You were a hero for that because some people relied on.
Oh, for sure.
I do it for NFL games too.
Dude, do you watch any UFC?
Not in a while. Only like big fights.
Okay. Do you want to watch a big fight at my house on the 23rd?
Yes.
Okay, bet. Because McGregor's fighting Dustin Poirier. Rematch.
I remember he announced that on Twitter.
Yeah.
So people are getting super hyped for that.
I found out a way to hook up my laptop to my TV. We were watching them last night.
True.
So we can do it on my TV. Yeah. All I do is unplug my PlayStation and plug that bitch right in. I worked out amazing. I was feeling it so hard.
When I figured out that one, I was like,
that's a big one.
It's like, I can do anything.
Oh yeah.
On my TV.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's definitely a game changer because, dude, like watching on a laptop's one thing. It's kind of cool when you do it by yourself. When you got heads over, you know what I mean. I was drinking wine. They were drinking brews, so we were just chilling all night. Chilled till like 1:30.
I like UFC more than boxing.
I hate boxing actually.
I don't know. I just find like UFC to be way more entertaining.
Yeah. UFC is kind of the only sport I really watch consistently. I don't really watch that much football. I hate watching baseball. I don't like basketball. I like playing all of them. I just don't like watching them.
I watch football.
Yeah, if there's a game, I'm not gonna get mad. But I watch playoffs every year for sure. I know that.
Like, I can watch baseball, but it's like a whole game. Like, get out of here.
Two or three. If you're in person, it's different though.
True, I love like
going to games. It's
like,
crazy.
Celtics game, anything.
Never been to a Celtics game.
Oh, you got
That's on the bucket list.
It's like better than Red Sox.
I hate hockey, but I want to watch a Bruins game.
Bruins games get lit too.
You been to one?
Oh yeah.
Oh word.
I've like been to like only a few Bruins Celtics.
Yeah.
Like 2.
Red Sox. Everyone's been to like 10 Red
yeah.
Sox games because they play a game like 3 times a week.
Yeah.
There's always tickets.
I love going to Red Sox games. There's something about just going to it that's great.
Oh, it's crazy.
But watching it on TV is always great too.
Bro, one time I sat on the third base line. Like, say third base is probably where that door is, right? It's for anyone who's not looking, it's like, what's that, 10, 15 feet away?
I love that shit.
Yeah, and I was front row, or second row. Dude.
Because even when you're out in the grandstands, it's like, it's cool, but it's like when you're actually there, like you're watching like a game, like you're watching like a little league game. It's like you
Yeah.
can see how good these people are.
Oh yeah.
It's like they're whipping that ball.
Imagine being able to
love
throw
it.
100 miles an hour. Or what was it, Aroldis Chapman threw 107 or something?
Yeah.
Fucking Jesus.
I remember I've seen like sports science about him. Shout out to sports science.
Never heard of it.
It's just some like
It's a YouTube channel? Yeah.
And they did like a thing on his how far he extends his legs like when he's pitching, and it's like farther than like any other pitcher. He'll take like
Ooh.
a stride that's like
Yeah.
8 feet long.
Oh,
That's
man,
how he
yeah.
like, gets all his power.
That'll do it. All the power's in your legs.
Yeah, that's where it
In
comes
your hips, I mean, in your legs.
I-
What was I gonna say? Oh, do you have Disney Plus?
I do have Disney Plus, yes.
First of all, do you watch The Mandalorian?
Nope.
Okay, you gotta watch it.
I will.
Second of all, have you ever seen the movie The Rookie?
No.
Next time you smoke
No.
weed, watch that movie.
What's it about?
About this guy who's like 40 and he has a family and shit, and he works like as a baseball coach for a high school, but he gets into the MLB, and it's a great
Who plays
movie.
him? Do you know? Is it a
You know the
voice actor?
dad from The Parent Trap?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's that guy. Yeah, I think it's that, and I like that guy.
Because for some it rings a bell.
It's an older
I'll
movie.
watch it. Because I love good baseball.
Oh, it's a great movie. What's another good one on Disney Plus? There's a lot of good shit on Disney Plus.
There's so much good shit.
They're making like 9 new Star Wars shows.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, and Marvel shows. They're making a shit ton of new stuff. In the next 3 years, there's gonna be like 10 to 15 new shows out.
Like I know that there's a ton of like Marvel movies that were queued up to like get released in
Yeah.
the next few years. But
Doctor Strange,
has anything
Ant-Man.
gotten pushed back, or is it still?
Everything got pushed back. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
Unfortunate.
But the ones I know of are Iron Lad or something like that. It's an Iron Man spinoff. I think it's gonna be. There's a Doctor Strange 2, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Thor: Love and Thunder, Ant-Man in the Multiverse or something like that, which is gonna be fucking. Ant-Man movies are crazy
I
good.
know.
They're all so good, dude.
Guardians 3 is gonna be.
With Thor? Come on now. Because Thor joined them in... A spoiler if you've never seen Endgame. Thor joined them in Endgame.
I love. Like Endgame is such a goat movie.
Alright, let me ask you. This is a real debate. What's better, Infinity War or Endgame? Because I say Infinity War. I
mean,
love when they lose.
I feel like Infinity Wars is the better movie.
Yeah. Endgame's crazy,
Yeah,
though. It's
Endgame's
crazy good. I watched both in theaters.
Like everyone loved Endgame because it was just like everything that happened was
When
like
Captain America was like, Avengers!
yeah.
He calls the hammer, grabs it, assemble!
And it's
I
like,
was like, yes! I've been waiting like 8 years to hear that, yes!
was it in Endgame or Infinity Wars where he tries to pick it up and he like nudges it?
I think that's in Age of Ultron when they're all in the room together.
It is Age of Ultron.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm a huge
No,
Marvel nerd. I love fucking Marvel.
And then Thor's like, ooh.
He's like, he got scared because he knows. What I like in Endgame when he has the big axe, Thor's the big axe. He's like, no, I got the big one. You get the small one. That's the thing. They have a lot of humor in those movies. They're like sneaky humor.
I love the characters too. Like I feel like everyone's like perfect for their
Dude,
role.
the casting is
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth. Dude, come on. It's an all-star
It's an
Chris
all-star
Pratt
cast.
all-star lineup. Every movie.
Thanos is a perfect villain. Like,
Oh.
he was a bad dude. Like you hated
Yeah.
Thanos. It's like
You know what? Who I don't like? Captain Marvel. They ruined her with it. She's too powerful.
Yeah.
If she
And
wasn't as
She
powerful,
doesn't do it for me. Like it's
no.
not like Captain Marvel shows up. I'm not like, let's go.
Yeah, I don't get
It's
hyped,
like,
yeah.
All right.
I did get hyped when she saved the blue girl
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Iron Man and Endgame. That was pretty badass. Cause he was like making his farewell to Piper. My phone's going crazy. Not Piper. I'm thinking of is that her name? Piper? Iron Man's wife.
I know
You know the blonde lady.
you know, it's weird how like I can't.
I can
Piper
see-
sounds right.
Yeah, I think it
sounds
might be
right.
Piper.
It's something like Piper.
Yeah.
But I think it's Piper.
Did you know that the guy who this is gonna blow your fucking mind. So the guy who played the bodyguard or the servant of Iron Man in the movies. You know, the chubby guy with.
Mm-hmm.
He directed Elf. And he directs The Mandalorian.
Are you serious?
He is so big.
He was in Elf.
Yeah.
He was like the doctor but he goes to get like a checkup.
Oh yeah, and he's eating the condom. How did that just fall
dude,
down?
I saw it in the mirror. I was like, that thing's bugging.
What the fuck? Look at the sloth just chilling.
Calendar.
He's still chilling.
Yeah, it's a sloth calendar. But I was like, hey, shouldn't this guy be like telling Spider-Man what to do or something?
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, it's weird.
he was the director.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He's a huge Star Wars guy. Him and this guy Dave Filoni.
Oh shit.
They co-directed and wrote it and shit, which is crazy. And the rumor is they're doing a show about Ahsoka Tano too, which could be crazy.
You know what's my uncle? He's an actor, but
oh really?
He's been involved in like production of films and shows before.
You know, I'm gonna ask, what's the most popular thing he's been in?
He has something out on Netflix now.
Whoa!
But I don't know the name of it. But he's like a commercial kind of guy. So
okay, yeah, Stuart. If you got,
yeah. I actually saw him on a Little Caesars commercial.
No way.
2 weeks ago, and he this came out like 3 or 4 years ago. This commercial, and they're just using clips of it now, which is interesting because like you might see commercials on TV, but really they were like recorded years ago.
Years before.
But you just don't know. But he's directing a movie right now, and it's like his first like high budget like real film.
Like a studio's giving him money. That's awesome.
It's about a fighter that I'll have to get the name and send it to you.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's like it's gonna be really good. It's a fighter from Greece, and he was like supposed to be like the greatest.
Like a UFC fighter or a boxer?
Like
oh, okay.
He was like more, it's just like some martial arts guy, but it's got. I can't wait till it comes out because I wish the best for him. But
I would definitely watch it just to support him.
I can't wait to show it to you.
Would it be in movie theaters?
It'll be like some like 30 for 30 type shit.
Okay, got you.
But I don't know if it's gonna.
Be
shown on something like that.
That'd be crazy. They put on like ESPN Plus though or something. Like if they did that, I'd buy it for a month just to watch that for sure.
But he has so many funny stories about like just, like the shit that goes in like this, people. He met a Lizzo. I mean, he's met a ton of people, but I just met
not someone I'd want to meet, but
like,
okay.
It's funny because like he's in music videos.
Really?
He says like he's been in some with rappers, and he didn't remember the name of these guys, but he was like, I was in this one with rappers, and they're like smoking blunts, and they got like hoochie mamas, as he called them.
Hoochie mamas.
And he was like, and when the cameras aren't rolling, he's like talking to him, and he's like, he's gay, this rapper, whoever it is.
I've heard a lot of rappers are gay.
Like, this guy is like doing everything for the video, but really he's all out gay.
Have you ever heard that a lot of rappers are secretly gay?
I've heard it before.
Yeah, like I think Fat Joe said it or something.
Who? It's like you really don't.
Yeah. That would be weird though, wouldn't it?
I wish you remembered to tell me, but yeah.
That'd be mad weird if that turned out to be true.
It'd be cool to be an actor, but I feel like it's a special breed of people because I mean the really good actors like
McConaughey's,
it's like
Denzel's.
They're so rare.
Yeah.
So rare, but they're like the guys. They're like the man. The Johnny Depps.
Classic Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp turned into the weirdo at the Pirates of the Caribbean. They started wearing scarves a lot. That was weird. I don't like scarves. Some people. I don't mind scarves, but when you're wearing every outfit with a scarf, like every outfit has its own scarf, it's a little weird.
I haven't seen all of those movies. I've seen.
There's too many, dude. Yeah. There's too many. I feel like they weren't as good as like the Harry Potters or the Star Wars.
No, I agree with you.
He definitely got paid for it though. Like a disgusting amount of money.
I got creeped. I remember I was like little watching it in a theater, one of them, and I was like got freaked out by it. I was like, "Can we go, Dad?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah."
He just wasn't feeling it.
Just straight up paid for the tickets, and I was like, I don't like this.
There was something crazy about going to the movies as a kid, like a little kid, bro. I watched all the Harry Potters in theaters with my mom. And it was, all of them was crazy. Maybe not the first one or two, because I think I was like 2 years old. But from like 3 to like Deathly Hallows Part 2, I watched all of them. It was fucking awesome. I'm a big Harry Potter fan.
Love Harry Potter. How can you not like Harry Potter?
Yeah, it's just a great saga.
Wish it was real.
Damn.
It ain't real.
I had a dream one time that I was in Harry Potter. I was riding a broom. around Hogwarts. I swear it was crazy.
It's like, wouldn't it? How
VR,
sick would
VR. It
Oh
will be
my
real
God.
one day,
There
dog.
you go. It's like the Harry Potter experience.
Boom, $59.99. That's all you gotta do, and it's there. Seriously, bro, that's crazy.
You're like locked up under the stairs, and you're like, fuck these guys. They don't understand me. This family.
You know what's gonna be? Yo, what about VR concerts? You think that'll be a thing
Yes.
for like dead artists?
Wow, dead art. I haven't even thought about that. Like,
Because
why
live
not?
art,
Why
yeah,
not?
dead artists. The companies could pay. Dude, if anyone wants to sign, give me some money for that idea. Please let me know. Because that was a great idea.
Oh my god.
Imagine seeing a Tupac VR concert.
It's like people that never had the chance to go.
Yep.
It's like, you can do it.
Or a sporting event, like being in the World Series or something like that. And just sitting
When
and like,
something crazy went down.
dude, there's so many possibilities.
So many. Like any historical events. Like
seeing the signing of the
battles,
Declaration
like,
of Independence.
Oh my god.
Dude.
Oh my goodness.
Like watching these, obviously watching the assassination of JFK would be cool, but like imagine like that, just like being able to see that in VR, like being Jackie Kennedy in that situation.
Movies can already make things so realistic.
Oh,
so
deepfake,
of course
yeah.
The video game can. It can be
For
just as
sure,
good.
if not better.
Yes.
If not better, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Now, like, I want this. I want this bad.
I need it.
You can just try. Oh my god! Imagine just being like, I want to go to this city on this date, and it'll just take you there. I mean, that's some time travel shit.
France,
right
yeah, it's literally time travel.
But like,
walking down the street of France in like 1940 or something like that.
I'm in Paris, and it's just like, oh,
it's too easy.
That would hit so hard.
It's crazy.
Oh my goodness. I want to do it so bad. One day. I hope like I'm an old man and this shit just comes out and I'm like, oh, just have the opportunity before I'm gone. I mean, maybe I won't even be an old man.
What if someone gave you the chance to always have the ability to go into VR, but they put a chip in your head instead? Would you do it? You could do any VR
like
you could possibly think of. Yeah. You could do any VR you could possibly think of.
No.
Yeah, I'd just do the machine too.
I can't fuck with a chip like that.
Yeah. What if it malfunctions? That's my biggest thing.
Exactly. Like, I don't even know what would happen. Like, it probably would cause like, internal bleeding.
Oh, something bad would happen. It started to rot or something.
It's like there's such a fine line. Like, literally something goes wrong, you could very well ruin someone's life.
Oh yeah,
it's like,
no
that's
question.
Millions of dollars you're getting sued for.
Oh yeah.
And that's just one case.
Yeah.
It's like you can't fuck up. You can't make these things so they fuck up because like.
That's why Elon Musk with Neuralink, he has to be so careful and shit. Yeah. They're doing experiments on like pigs or something right now, but he's so scared of doing human trials because he just wanted to be fucking dying because of it.
Because it's like you want to create something that is great, but it's your idea that that could ruin
be the end of someone's life.
And that's not something you want to live
Imagine
with.
being a weapons manufacturer, dude. How do those people sleep with themselves? Or people make like bomber airplanes
like,
or something.
Up, like shit that you know is gonna get dropped on like
an innocent village in Afghanistan. It's crazy. We hit an hour 20 almost. I think we should talk about one more thing at least. Yeah. We gotta talk about the tape we're working on.
Facts.
So as you guys know, we put out a little tape like 6-7 months ago. Mm-hmm. We're working on a tape right now. So that'll be coming out soon. I don't know if anyone's ever heard it, but I'll leave a description to the link for the bio. Not link in the bio. Link in the description for our old tape, old rap album. If you guys like rap.
I feel like with Christmas and like New Year's coming up, it's like right after that. It's like we'll get together before, of course, but like right after that, it's like we'll probably be going into like hard mode.
Oh
like,
yeah, well because we have that time.
Because it's just like that's some downtime.
Yep.
It's like I don't go back to school until like beginning of February.
So let's say it on camera. We're dropping this before you go back to school. Yeah. That's gotta be a must.
That's gonna happen. Yeah.
Now whether or not we only have like 9 songs done, we're dropping a 9 song. Like we just gotta drop it.
Yeah.
If not, we can do a little EP. A little EP never heard no one.
Nope. It's just like we're gonna put something out.
For sure. Right now we got a few things done. Few verses started.
I feel like we both only get better, like each song.
Yo, dude,
project.
I don't know if you think about this, but I just stuttered so bad. The first songs that I wrote, I think about them now, and I'm like, damn, I was on some crazy amateur shit. Like, I thought this was nice at the time.
I did too. I was like, this is the most generic. Like,
Yeah.
It's like I would feel like.
If I put this out now, I'd feel like
rocker.
I'd feel like a traitor to myself.
Yeah,
I'd feel like a fraud.
But at the time,
I was vibing back in the
was
day.
it.
Damn straight.
It's funny how like I feel like that goes for like a lot of art. I feel like if you draw like every day, it's like eventually you're gonna be like nasty at drawing.
Yeah.
You do something every day.
It's all that repetition for sure.
Like I don't do it enough to where I should to be able to like keep evolving and getting better. It's like I get better, but I feel like I could be doing better if I really worked at it every day.
Like, yeah, as your main craft
yeah,
sort
of
thing.
It's like if you're doing that every day, it's like, I don't know if like maybe you have to like want it for yourself in the long run to be able to do that, and it's like that's not like my goal. It's just a hobby, It's just something
So I see it too.
So
just a good way to decompress my mind.
It's like hard to like I don't know. It's not like something I need to get out of here, and that's the only way. And
yeah. For some people, that's how it be though.
Yeah, seriously, but so I understand it in their case, but if I want to do something, I'm just gonna like
just fucking do it.
Go do it. I'm not gonna like wait to be like a famous rapper and have money to where I can do something.
I got 2 reasons I rap. 1, I like to decompress my mind, and 2, I want to show it to my kids one day. My kids, just to show them, like, I did something when I was kind of younger.
I think about that too.
It's gonna be mad cool.
I think about that too, and it's like that's gonna be so cool.
Yo,
it's like
you have a whole discology or whatever it's called.
13, and it's like, yo, I gotta show you something.
Come down to the basement. Come to the man cave. Let's talk.
And that's when I'll drop it on them.
Yo.
Just be like, yo. And then, cause like if my dad, or like I don't know, even an uncle or something any relative had music. Like
I'd find it so cool, dude.
I'd be like, I'm gonna listen to this shit, of course.
I'd find that so cool. Oh man.
Of course I'll listen. So hopefully my kids might think it's cool, might listen. I mean, maybe I'll have 2 girls or something, so.
They might not be hip to it as much, but. It's the point, though. Someone's gonna listen. The thing is, too, that's gonna be there in 100 years still.
Like if my kids ain't fucking with it, my grandchildren.
Yeah, someone might be fucking with it. Leave it in your will.
It's like, because music's gonna be so different then that it's like.
Oh, dude, it's just gonna be sounds. I feel like the future's just like sounds. Yeah. The guitar and yeah. Oh, I love this new song. This is fire.
Songs that are like popular on TikTok now are legit like literally just like they'll just throw like an artist will just say shit just to like have it be like famous on an app.
Yeah.
And it's like that's literally like what artists are doing now. And it's like it's weird. Like Lil Nas X even said that.
I hate that
like,
motherfucker.
He's just like I'll put things like a line in my song that sticks out so it'll hopefully get picked up by like TikTok or something.
He said that?
He did. And I was like, oh, really, dude? Like
that's a lot of lost respect. I didn't have much respect for him in the first place, but that's a lot of lost respect.
And it's like, damn.
Well, fuck.
But it's like, why would you, And
it makes sense, I guess, from a business standpoint.
I saw people on Twitter after Cudi just dropped his Man on the Moon 3.
It's alright. I've listened to half. It's alright.
They're saying, they're like, he sounds too much like Travis. And it's like, I hear what you're saying, and it's like, it's kind of, he does sound like Travis on some songs, but it's like, Travis has said that, like,
he's an inspiration for him.
His biggest inspiration.
That's why the Scots were so fire. You could tell they were just vibing with each other.
And it's like, how, like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's Kid Cudi sounding like Kid Cudi. It's not like Kid Cudi trying to be Travis Scott.
Yeah.
Like, people, he probably could have taken influence from other people, but, it's just like, you can say someone sounds like someone else, but it's like...
A lot of people sound alike nowadays, too. That's the problem. Like, too much alike.
Not enough people are trying to, like, do their own thing. They're just trying to, like, ride the wave.
Yep.
Just, and I remember Jay-Z's. I think Jay-Z said it. He was like, I make music for forever. So like, it's timeless.
Drake said that too.
Yeah.
He's like, my music ages well,
Yeah, and it's
which
like,
I don't agree with, but that's beside the point.
it's like you don't make music with the trends. J. Cole's a perfect example of this. It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
you just make your own music that's timeless, and you can play it in 50 years.
Yep,
And
it's still gonna be fire.
great.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be like, wow, this was like good back in the day, but like now it's just sounding like some trash.
You know, I've been listening to a lot today. Freddie Gibbs for the first time.
Freddie
Dude,
Gibbs.
his song with Earl Sweatshirt off Pinata.
I don't even know.
I think it's called Hood or Ride or something.
That's so weird because like I love Pinata. I love like 5 songs off.
Yeah, he's got a song with Earl on there. I forget what it's called, but it's fucking
I'm
fire.
gonna bump it tonight because I love Freddie Gibbs. That's like my favorite Freddie Gibbs album.
Liam just got me hip to him, so I'm just getting to know
I
him.
hope his album it's nominated for a Grammy. I hope he gets that Grammy.
What is it? The one with The Alchemist?
It's it's Alfredo.
Alfredo, yeah. He's pretty good so far. He's crazy
I love
lyrical.
Pinata.
His voice, I'm not the biggest fan of his voice,
I love
but
his
like,
rap flow.
yeah, his flow is crazy.
Some songs in that deeper.
Yep.
It's like real. In Thuggin.
Thuggin's
so
fire.
good.
That's one of the last ones I listened to. But yeah, I've been yeah, Liam got me hip. We were on a PlayStation party yesterday, and he was telling me about him, and I was just like, damn, all right, I'll give him a listen. Not disappointed, not in the least bit.
He's worked with I think Madlib.
Yeah, that's Madlib did that whole album with him.
And Madlib's like he's worked with the great MF
Oh, yeah.
Doom and shit. So like
Same with the Alchemist. The Alchemist is
Yeah.
fire, dude.
so fire.
Alchemist when he worked with Action Bronson. Oh, come on now.
They're like boys, so
Yeah.
that shit's like authentic.
Come on
It's
now. That shit was too good. Should be illegal how good that shit was.
Also, like we're thinking about we're on a pool table right now.
Oh,
My
yes,
mom's
we
talking to
are.
me, she's thinking about getting rid of this.
Really?
Yeah.
For what reason?
She was like, no one kind of uses it, and I'm like, I know, like, cause me or like we kind of like use it the most.
Yeah.
Like our friend group, so, and like we kind of like rarely use it. Like,
Oh,
if
yeah,
it
it's
were
pretty
here,
rare.
It probably might get used, but other than that, it's like no one else uses it. So like I get it, and
Sell it.
yeah, probably sell it, but like.
Get some good money for
No,
it. It's a good table,
I don't know.
dude.
It's a big area without this.
Oh, you're gonna have a shit ton of room,
I don't know
dude.
what possibilities.
You definitely gotta get another table for
Yeah,
here though, because you
I
put all
thought-
your stuff up here.
Yeah. Like I kind of want a table. Probably can do work at.
Yeah. You still have a lot of room too.
Yeah. I'll miss it though, cause I play some like basketball.
Yeah, with the little corners,
little
right? I remember that.
bouncy
Yeah.
balls. Haven't done it in a while, but that'll.
Let me ask, what's
that'll
up
be
with the
good.
window with the pillows? I've been meaning to ask
Basically,
about
like,
that.
I don't have any problem with them. Like the lady, like it's like Timmy. Like,
Oh, they could see in.
Like it's from an angle they can see in.
Gotcha.
But it's like I only have it for like when I'm changing and shit.
Makes sense.
It's like if I was changing it and I like someone was in
Slip
the
to look,
backyard,
yeah,
they
slip
could
to look.
Probably just peep.
Yeah, that's understandable. I've always wondered, but I don't think I've ever
yeah,
asked.
I have no problem. I don't think I don't want. It's not like I don't want the ladies knowing what I'm doing.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if I told you, my stepdad plays cards over there all the time.
It's funny. I saw him once. Like
Oh,
like,
red
last-
SUV?
Last or 2 weeks.
Yeah, he
ago.
was there last week.
I was like walking into there. And I peeked through the door.
Yeah.
Like, that's Josh's stepdad.
Yeah. Yeah, they play cards like every Sunday or something like that, or every other Sunday.
Does he play with Tim's dad?
Yeah, there's a
Wow.
bunch of them.
Really?
Yeah, I guess a
That's
bunch of
so
them play.
sick.
Yeah, Jake goes over too, and he plays with all the kids. There's a bunch of kids over there.
Oh, that's so sick. Cause
Yeah.
I love playing with them. So I hope, I'll probably just pop by and be like, "Yo,
How you
you
doing?
know me, Jake? Like, I think I've seen you." They have like their own like little cave under they have a little room.
Oh,
Yeah,
next
yeah.
door?
Yeah, like a little. It's like a hideout. I don't know what to call. Secret spot. Huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like
They be
damn,
bowling.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
It's like if I was a kid, I'd be chilling.
They should be crazy.
There's
Yeah,
like
it'll go hard.
kids across the street and like around the neighborhood, so it's
I,
great.
I've never seen any kids or
Place
heard
to
any
be a
kids
kid.
when I'm over here.
Yeah,
It's not kind of weird, I feel like
Yeah.
kids would be outside at night sometimes,
I know.
especially in like summer.
heard him today.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Tim's sisters are great. Just they're better than the boys in the neighborhood. I'm not a fan of the boys.
Well,
Because,
douchebags.
yeah, they're kind of just like.
Oh, you were telling me they trashed the place, right?
Yeah, those are like the older Swan kids.
Okay.
Are like, yeah, but like, yeah, they got no respect. They got no respect for their own. Turf.
Don't trash the earth, folks. Only you can
know,
stop pollution.
I was at the Turtle, and there was like the green trash barrel, and it was just like all charred and shit. So they're having like
fires,
like a hobo fire kind of thing.
Jesus.
If there was like charcoal. There was like all over the ground and shit. They made a mess with it. So it's like if you're gonna do it, at least like keep it in the barrel. And then like smash bottles everywhere and shit. And it's like
that's just mad disrespectful.
Like that's not good. Like come on.
I had to clean up a wine glass last night at like 2 in the morning because my cat fucking knocked one over out of the china cabinet. Don't know how the fuck he managed to do it, but I heard I crashed and I went out and I was like, fucking Jesus. Drunk as shit, just had to clean up a fucking broken wine. It was not fun. Not fun stuff. I just thought because you said the broken glass, I thought that was fucking good timing.
Yeah, I had a baby over today, Sophia's cousin. My cat did not like it.
Really?
He was like
eyeing it down. Oh,
I think
really?
He gave it the hiss. He's like,
oh.
And I was like, okay, we're gonna get out of here.
We're gonna skedaddle.
In the other room.
Who was the baby? Was it like Sophia's daughter?
Yeah,
Niece or something?
Her, niece.
Niece, yeah.
She's one.
I was gonna say daughter at first. I was like, no, that's not right.
That's
Hopefully not. Unless Doug was hiding something from me. That's some Drake shit. Hide the kid from the world, kid. Hide the world from the kid.
We were thinking the other day, and there's like 3 or 4 people we know from like Quincy High that are like married now.
Really?
It's like pretty nuts. You know that girl Reagan Hutchins?
Was she a redhead?
Yeah, her and Sam talking.
Yeah.
She's
married?
She's married now to some Irish immigrant who was going to be sent back because of Trump being so strict about immigrants being here. He was going to get sent back. Boom, she marries him so he can stay. Robbie Hill's married.
No, he isn't.
He is. The kicker, her name's Michaela from the Quincy football team. She was the kicker.
Yeah.
She's married now. Robbie Hill and her were military related. But Reagan she just got married.
All militaries they get paid more money, right?
Yeah.
If they're married.
Yeah. But it's these people are all 20 or under. It's they're not old.
Can't even get a legal drink yet, and they're already married. Imagine that! Imagine that!
You can't even drink at your own wedding. These people.
Dude, that's so crazy.
Isn't that weird? It's you can't even.
Wouldn't you want
to?
Wow. Dude, what the fuck?
That's weird.
Robbie Hill showed with Curtis Frazier in that, right? Is that what I'm thinking of?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Jesus.
I don't know anyone from North. It's kind of just a Quincy High thing.
You know the one person, Officer Don's daughter got married.
Really?
Yeah, I know that. I'm pretty sure.
The kid that
Sauter, right? Katie Sauter.
She was. Do you remember when she would get asked to prom during the rallies? That kid that would ask her to. But I remember the kid
vaguely.
The kid that she dates Molly McGoldrick now. Yeah.
Oh really?
Molly, no, Maggie.
Maggie.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
He was a nice dude. He was always a good dude when I talked to him.
He dates Maggie. So when you said she's married, I thought of him, but it must be someone else.
I'm pretty sure she's married because I was on Facebook and I was like, oh, I haven't heard her name in a while.
Yeah.
And I clicked on it and she was in a wedding dress in one of her pictures, I'm pretty sure. I could be thinking of someone completely different, but I'm pretty sure. It. But she's a few years older than us, though. She could legally drink at a wedding. Yeah. So that's not too bad. Yeah, but
I don't know about getting married, though.
Yeah, I don't know what that noise. That's crazy to me. That's crazy.
I know, right? It's just
you know what's another crazy thing? In a couple years, how many people we know who are probably going to die of drugs? I was thinking that recently. Because it happens to everybody.
It happens to everyone.
No matter what.
We're no different. We're from an area where...
Yep.
Shit, do that. I mean, fucking... I don't know.
Zing.
Yeah.
Zing was crazy.
Yeah. That was so unfortunate.
R.I.P. man.
Yeah, I didn't really know him, but it's just, so many people around me.
Yeah, I wasn't boys with them, but I was all right with them.
So many people were affected by him. Just because he was such an I feel he was just always just the life of the party.
Oh yeah.
Was,
going out of his way to be.
Josie.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely a good ass dude.
It just hurts me like to see his friends like go through that because it's like.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine your best friend just passing away. It's so unexpected. It's such an unexpected and tragic way.
Yeah. It's like one of the worst things that can happen.
Yeah, for sure. Undeniably.
Yeah. But
you got to keep moving on every day though. That's the part of that's life, man. You give and you take, and you get taken away from, and you get given. It just is how it is. What it is. You ever seen that Instagram video? It is what it is. I love that shit. All right, bro. You want to call it? I think that was pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I'll talk to you. Hopefully, the next time we do a podcast, the mic will be right here. It'll be one on each side. We'll be in a different location. And, so hopefully, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm just trying to make this 135 to make it even because I got OCD. Good night, folks. Peace.